The SS Junkerschulen or Junker schools were specialized training facilities within Nazi Germany established by the Schutzstaffel to cultivate a cadre of highly trained, ideologically aligned leaders for the regime. These schools were founded with the goal of creating a new generation of officers capable of executing the SS agenda. The Juncker schools were instrumental in shaping the ideological, physical, and tactical abilities of SS candidates, ensuring a generation of officers who were prepared for ruthless implementation of Nazi objectives. The SS Junker schools, with the first opening in 1934 at Bad Tölz and another established in Braunschweig, were directly tied to Himmler's vision of the SS as an elite and ideologically pure organization. The term Junker harkened back to the Prussian military tradition, connoting nobility, discipline, and warrior values. Himmler and other SS leaders believed that regular military education fell short of the SS' rigorous ideological standards, prompting the creation of these specialized institutions. The schools were designed not only to produce competent military commanders, but to instill an unwavering commitment to Nazi ideology. The SS required leaders who were physically fit, tactically adept, and ideologically reliable, qualities they felt were lacking in traditional military institutions. The curriculum of the SS Junker schools were extensive, covering a mix of rigorous physical training, military tactics, and intensive indoctrination. The education program was organized into several components. Physical fitness was a primary focus, with candidates required to endure extreme endurance and combat training. Military exercises included close combat skills, marksmanship, and battlefield tactics, intended to prepare them for frontline and counter-insurgency operations. A distinctive feature of the SS Junker curriculum was its emphasis on ideological indoctrination. Officers underwent intensive sessions in racial theory and the tenets of National Socialism. The training aimed to root out any form of individualistic thinking, instilling a mindset that aligned wholly with the SS objectives. Unlike conventional military academies which emphasized tactical principles, the SS Junker schools focused on the cultivation of an auditory leadership style. Candidates were trained to exercise absolute control over subordinates and implement orders without question. This aspect of training was considered essential for maintaining the SS hierarchical structure and ensuring loyalty to Hitler. The SS Junker schools also incorporated lessons of Germanic history, Norse mythology, and selective aspects of Western philosophy. This served to build a sense of connection to a glorified, mythologized German past, reinforcing the SS claims of racial and cultural superiority. Candidates for the Junker schools were meticulously selected through a process that examined physical attributes, racial background, and ideological alignment. Prospective candidates had to demonstrate their loyalty to Nazi principles and the SS Code of Conduct, and they were frequently subject to physiological assessment to gauge their resilience and ideological purity. The physical selection process was also grueling, with candidates often subjected to extreme physical tests to ensure they met the demanding standards of the SS. Once admitted, the training regimen at the SS Junker schools was relentless, designed to break down personal identity and rebuild it in accordance with SS ideas. Disciplinary measures were harsh, and failure to meet standards could lead to expulsion. The unrelenting nature of this training fostered a strong sense of camaraderie and loyalty among the officers, strengthening the bonds that the SS leadership sought to create. Graduates of the SS Junker schools were appointed to prominent positions within the Waffen SS and some extent within police units, concentration camps, and other SS-affiliated organizations. Their training made them particularly ruthless, and carrying out the Nazi agenda often involved in frontline combat and anti-partisan warfare in occupied territories. These officers were also frequently implicated in war crimes, including participation in atrocities against civilian populations, as their ideological training desensitized them to the suffering of those deemed enemies of Germany. The indoctrination and specialized training of the SS Junker schools meant that these officers were among the most ideologically loyal and brutal elements of Nazi military and security apparatus. The graduates' influence spread across Europe, where they enforced Nazi occupation policies with extreme rigor and contributed to the regime's systematic acts of violence. After the fall of Nazi Germany in 1945, the SS and its institutions, including the Junker schools, were dismantled and condemned by the international community. Many of the SS leaders trained in these schools faced persecution for war crimes. The SS Junker schools are now recognized as a dark aspect of Nazi military history, emblematic of the dangerous merging of ideological extremism with military power. Their graduates, trained to view loyalty and ideological purity as supreme virtues, demonstrated the catastrophic effects of an education system built on fanaticism and authoritarianism. The SS Junker schools serve as a reminder of the dangers inherent in blending militaristic discipline with ideological indoctrination. Their role in preparing officers for the SS' violent and oppressive operations illustrates the length to which totalitarianism regimes will go to shape their leadership in service of destructive ideas. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you want to support my channel, check out the PayPal donation link in the description or consider becoming a member. To make sure you don't miss my future work, subscribe to my channel please and press the bell notification button. Thank you and see you in the next video.